Serving as the proving ground for innovators and breakthrough technologies for almost 50 years now, CES is the world's gathering place for all who thrive on this business of consumer technologies. And our first guest kicking off part 2 this week worth of CES Into Tomorrow coverage is the Senior VP of Communication and Strategic Relationships. We're happy to be one of those strategic relationships, we hope, with CTA, the Consumer Technology Association. Jeff Joseph. Jeff, welcome back as always. Glad to have you with us. And how are you?
Dave, it's always a pleasure to be here. Congratulations on your growth, the new stations.
Thank
That's
you.
Fantastic.
I thought you meant my weight, but my growth. But yes, and always.
There's just more of you to love, as they say.
There you go. There you go. But that gives us the warm fuzzies, like it gives you the warm fuzzies that yet another successful CES has been well underway.
So far, so good. It's really phenomenal. This has been our biggest show ever. 1.45 million net square feet. What's that mean?
Yeah.
It's about 50 football fields worth of, as you said, the greatest innovations, services, apps, all those cool things that your listeners are going to want to go out and buy over the next year, next holiday season.
Oh, yeah.
They're being introduced here this week.
Including things like what's right above our heads, the Kodak PixPro 360 in 4K,
That's right.
where we're able to have video of all of our radio interviews. But how about that?
That's so cool. I actually showed that on some TV interviews that we do, and it's amazing. And I'm sure you know this. We can get 2 of those to get even broader view, so you get the full spherical view back to back. So we
just don't have room, even though they're tiny. We've got all these other cameras and lights and everything else,
right.
But at least you get a little 360 of Jeff and I, just what you wanted.
Just more of us to love, Dave.
There you go, back to that more to love thing. But you got to check out those videos, and of course videos of all of the guest interviews, all the radio interviews, because we're showing in most cases incredible fun products from a lot of these exhibitors, and we want to show them to you on the radio. So the best way to do that is intotomorrow.com and check it all out. Your sister works for Kodak, I think, right?
My sister-in-law works for Kodak, exactly. So she was thrilled. So she sent me out on a mission to go take pictures of their booth. They've got a great booth here. It's great. One of the great things about the show is you get great brands like Kodak, like IBM, GM, along with all these new companies and startups that may grow to be those next great international global brands.
Yeah, and great point, because you talk about Eureka Park, for example, the big section that has grown exponentially over the years here at CES of startups and of companies that have some great ideas, and maybe they're looking for funding, maybe they're looking for other investors or looking for networking opportunities. They might be looking for someone to make the product that they designed. Either way, it's an opportunity here at CES for these people to get together and show us their innovative designs of cool new products.
That's exactly right. You know, we think of the show as this launch pad for products, which it is.
Yeah.
And it's a great place. I'm sure when we have time to walk the floor.
We can walk the floor.
When we have time, you see all these cool things. But to your point, it's bigger than that. It's a business show. Unfortunately, consumers aren't allowed in. It's a B2B, business-to-business show.
Well, we wouldn't have room for consumers.
We wouldn't have room for consumers. Right? Well, that's why you're here to help tell the story, and we appreciate that. So companies come here not just to launch products, but to network, to create business deals, to license. We have these great stories of companies that exhibited in Eureka Park and found funding and are now doing very well. Oculus Rift, one of the great stories of the show, the VR headset.
How about the great stories of the world when Facebook bought them, especially?
Exactly. And they started in Eureka Park here.
Awesome. And now, see, I didn't know.
There you go, a little tidbit. You can
learn something new from Jeff every day and every time. But that is so important because, established companies, they're always coming out with cool new things. We got the roll-up screen from LG, and you got the refrigerator camera from Samsung. I mean, there's just fun things that one would expect from big companies. But it's these little startups as well that have great ideas. And they're literally garage-based startups that are saying, hey, if someone will work with us, we can bring this to you as consumers, and it could change your life.
That's exactly right. And that's what it's one of the things that makes it so fun, because you never know what you're going to find. You walk around you can walk around the floor again. You never know what you're going to stumble upon, and that's so exciting.
What have you stumbled upon when you've had those opportunities so far that has just blown your socks off?
Well, there's so much cool stuff. I love the roll-up screen. I think that's awesome. I have pets. We're big animal lovers in our home, and there's a company that creates a device to entertain your pet while you're away.
It's sort of with an app where they can call you.
Exactly.
Is that the one?
Yeah. It was very cool.
Pet Chat with a Z.
With a Z. I love that. I thought that was very cool. But I look for.
But then your pet's bothering you all day at work. And how do you tell them? Okay, once or twice is enough. But no, they want another treat, because you can also dispense a treat through the app. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it can also, I imagine, get a little nuts.
Well, it's the same as giving my kid a smartphone, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Stay in touch, but don't abuse the privilege.
Yeah, staying in touch every 10 minutes is a little much.
It's a little much, right? Daddy's got to work. Daddy's here talking to Mr. Graveline. It's all good. But I look for those large themes, so I thought that was cool. And then the way that we interact, we're so used to we came into this through using a mouse and keyboard. Now there's all sorts of cool ways you can interact with technology. We saw the first case for your iPad, for your tablet, where you can manipulate it from behind the case. So gaming, instead of having your fingers in front on the screen, you could do it behind the case.
Because you're holding it naturally.
Exactly. Yeah. Very cool way to be able to interact with technology in a different way.
Awesome. And of course, how about the whole auto industry end of things? We were here when first Ford appeared, and of course the CEO at the time, Alan Mulally, had him come right on the broadcast right after his keynote, and that was the start of something big, where now I think all but one major car manufacturer has or they all here now with a huge presence at CES. Everything from the autonomous vehicles, as one would expect, because everybody wants to know about that, to just the tech that's literally driving the cars now.
That's a great observation. We have 9 of the top 10 on global auto manufacturers here.
So that 10th one, the heck with them, I guess, right? Tell me who we should slam for you.
When they want to come, they're welcome to be here.
When they're ready.
We would be glad to
drive right over.
They can drive right in. That's very good. We've had 3 auto launches here today. One of the most exciting is Faraday Futures. It's an electric vehicle, a very high end, that's going to compete with Tesla. They introduced their concept car.
It's about time they get some competition.
Oh, my God. Have you seen this car? Have you seen it?
But tell our audience what blew you away about it.
Well, it's beautiful. It looks like the Batmobile.
Yeah.
I think that's what everyone's
I would agree.
But it also goes, it's a 1,000 horsepower car.
Oh, my gosh.
An electric car. It's amazing.
Yeah, how do they do that? Without having like 800 batteries or something. Because, wow, 1,000 horsepower electric car.
It's unbelievable.
And what are they selling it for when it's available?
I've not seen the price point.
I don't think they're telling anyone. I don't know.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Right?
Exactly. It's one of those. If you have to sell one of the helicopters, then
you can get that right. I don't. I think Tesla starts at 75, 80. So that's
they got to be in that ballpark.
Yeah, it's a heck of a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. But for some people, and as with most things with technology, as the technology improves and it moves into mass production, hopefully the price will come down.
Unbelievable. Well, you and I can continue to talk for 3 hours, and I'd love to, but we've got to make way for many of your exhibitors here.
Absolutely.
So we can talk all this week's broadcast again with more of the folks that are showing and talking about all the cool new things. So CTA Tech, or CTA.tech, is the new website for the Consumer Technology Association, and specifically for CES-related things, CESweb.org. We'll link you to both of those sites so you can see what Jeff and his team are up to on a regular basis. Thanks, as always, for joining us, and thanks for kicking off this week's coverage.
Thank you for being here. Always appreciate you being here and bringing the story of CES out to all your listeners around the world. So thanks, Dave.
It's our pleasure. We love to be had. Or thanks for having us.
In 360, it's even more happening.
That's true. We're being had in 360. If you look at the cameras above us, be sure to hit us up at intotomorrow.com. Check out these interviews, all of which are on video, some of which, like this one, on 360 as well. No, I don't think you'll need your airsick bag handy. Just come and enjoy it. Look all around the broadcast booth, and it's not just about me and Jeff. It's about everybody else here working hard and doing fun things. You might even see Dennis on his phone. Check it all out at intotomorrow.com. It's an inside joke, that happens. These young kids.
These young kids
get them off their phone.
Yeah, and their devices.
Yeah, we've had to threaten to lock them up. It's amazing. Back with more from CES 2016. I'm Dave Graveline on Into Tomorrow, right here on the Advanced Media Network.